morning. So here for Friday, we have just some more math review. We're going to be continuing our ratios and our percentages, converting those decimals. So we have learned this week how to convert our fractions from decimals to percents and from fractions to percents. And today we're just going to change them back. We're going to change our percentages back to decimals and back to fractions. So as soon as you learn the few steps, you're going to get the hang of it. So of course, after you complete your review exercises and speed drills, you're going to take a look at these examples here, because this is what we're going to be working with. So it says percents can be easily expressed as decimals and fractions. So for the first example here, it gives you 25%. So just like we used to move the decimal to the right, all you would do is pretend there's a decimal at the end here of every number it gives you, and then move it twice back because we're converting it. So now we would have 0.25. That gives us our decimal. And then, just as easy, we just put it over 100, and that's our fraction. Here, for ones that don't have a zero that are tenths, remember we just have to add that zero. So we would move it twice. Again, we end up with 0.08, and then just 8 over 100. So this one is also the same step. We're going to do these samples together. So here we have number 1 is all the way over here. So it's kind of hidden. We're going to do these two samples here. So just kind of be neat, take your time, because these questions are kind of close together. So for the first one here, we have 12%. So all we're going to do is move our imaginary decimal here, which would mean we have 0.12, and it already gives us the decimal. So we would just write 12 here. And 12% is simply 12 over 100. Now here for this sample, we have just 4. So remember, if we have a tenth, we have to add a 0. So if we have 4%, we would move that decimal, that imaginary decimal, twice, and we would end up with 0.4, and our decimal's already here. And then simply 4 out of 100, because 4% is 4 out of 100. So the same exact steps that we have been using the last 2 days, where every time we see a tenth, we add a 0, you're just going to reverse it this time. And please let me know if you have any questions or need any help. You can schedule a one-on-one, but you just complete 1 through 10 on this page on your own. And here for Friday, for page 100, we are learning how to use adverbs correctly. So it's just kind of a review, but just making sure that you're using your adverbs the right way. And we're going to have a bunch of examples. The good thing is that it gives you the words to choose from, so you don't have to really think about it too much. It gives you at least some choices here. So here at the top, it just says that adjectives modify only nouns and pronouns. They cannot modify verbs, adjectives, or adverbs. Can you identify the errors in the following sentences? So here it says, it sure rained hard Saturday. I hope the mail comes real soon. In both of these sentences, the adjective form of a word was used to modify a verb or adverb. See if you guess the proper way to correct the sentences. So you would not say, it sure rained hard Saturday. You would say, it surely rained hard Saturday. So that's the proper way to say that sentence. That's how you know you should be using an adverb. For example, for this one, I hope the mail comes really soon, not real soon. So sometimes they're just slight differences that you have to make, slight changes to make the sentence proper and correct. So here it says to complete these lists by filling in any missing adjectives or adverbs in each pair. So here we have bad, badly. So you would have careful and then carefully. If we have easily here, then what would go here? Then we have loudly here. So that means this. Neat. I'll give you one more. Neatly. We have a blank here to go with real. So you're just matching the adjectives and adverbs. Adding ly usually and making sure that you remove the ly and writing the correct word. So just a small exercise. Now down here it says to underline the correct adjective or adverb to complete the sentence. Some sentences have more than one answer. So all you're going to do is underline the correct adjective or adverb. So for every time there's a parenthesis, you're going to choose the correct one. So let's just do the very first one only. Here it says, this is a real or really, bad or badly, day to be caught without an umbrella. So if you don't get it right the first time, that's okay. Just keep trying until it makes sense. So for this one, you would write, this is a really bad day to be caught without an umbrella. This is a really bad day to be caught without an umbrella. That sounds good. You would not want to say, this is a real bad day or a real badly day. That doesn't make sense. You wouldn't say, this is a really badly day. So sometimes saying the sentences out loud will help you. And you're going to do that for numbers 2 through 15 here. And here for Friday for spelling, we have a biography. So what you're going to do is just read this biography. It says biography of Paul White, the Jungle Doctor. And all it wants you to do is fill in the missing words. So you're just going to use the clues in the biography to help fill in the missing words. And you're going to use your entire list. Of course, if you're not too comfortable reading cursive, then you can flip the page. But I think by now you should be okay. But let me know. I'd be more than happy to read this along with you and help you identify the words. Let me know over Zoom and we can do that. But this exercise is pretty simple. It's just filling in. You don't have to underline, but there are 12 words. So make sure you do fill up all the lines below.